what things, obviously you got like a taste of it the last 8 minutes or something, but without AJ there, what different things do you feel like you guys have to do, not only because of his play, but just sheer numbers itself? You're down to basically a rotation of maybe, I think Frank said last night, maybe about 6.5 guys with Alonzo's situation. So how do you manage that as a team?
In practice, we just been trying to go over more zone stuff because we never really did a lot of zone. It was more of a man-to-man team, so I feel like we're going to go a lot more zone and just try to kind of conserve us but try to be aggressive at the same time, but we don't want to get in foul trouble. So that's the biggest thing.
How do you balance trying to stay out of foul trouble and still trying to play as aggressive as Frank wants you to play?
You just got to just play. Don't worry about the fouls. You know, that's when you worry about the fouls, you're not going to be aggressive. So you just got to go out there and play the normal way.
I think that's why we incorporate zones too a lot. We'll be practicing zone so we can stay a lot of like unnecessary handshakes and ball screens, foul, like on defense, just fouls that we don't have to make.
Going on the road, playing Missouri for a second time, what do you remember about that game? Seems like forever ago. They were one of your first conference matchups.
I mean, they're a physical team, so we have to match their energy, be tough, and it's going to be hard, but we've done it before. We went on the road, so we just got to go and get down.
Craig said last night that obviously the last game was even surprised to him of how back and up and down it was because Frank's style and Kwanzo's style are a little more half-court centric, but he expected more of a rock fight tomorrow. Do you expect a little less transition opportunities tomorrow than maybe in the first game?
Yeah, I think so. Because they focus on – I mean, we're going to focus more like on the paint without AJ. So I think it's going to be more half like sets, not more than like running that much.
Sure. Without AJ, I guess teams can focus even more so on Chris. And how does that affect maybe you and Hassani on the perimeter?
I mean, we haven't really focused on it. Just keep doing the same thing we've been doing, knocking down shots when it's open. We could get out in transition when we have opportunities, but we really haven't talked about that.
What's practice been like with so few capable bodies to play?
We've been, like I said, we've been going over a lot of more zone. We really haven't been going up and down as much because we don't have that much bodies. I mean, it's still hard, but just long. We gotta know everything that he wants done.
Energy-wise, is it about the same after?
Yeah, for sure. The energy stuff is never going to change.
Which assistant coaches have had to jump in and play?
Oh, no, none of the assistant coaches, nah.
Well, so Frank has?
Nah.
If you had to pick an assistant to go up against, who would it be?
BC. I'd say BC, yeah.
Stay in front of him a little bit.
Yeah. Not just joking around.
The walk-ons, Nathan Nelson and Quad, just what are your guys' impressions of them? How have they developed this year, and what kind of players do you think they could be if they get on the court this Saturday?
I mean, I would not be impressed if Nate can help us because he practices, he knows the spacing, he's getting comfortable with the defense and with the offense too, so I would not be surprised if he help us.
What about Quad, Trey? What does maybe Quad do well on the court?
Quad, he can rebound the ball. You know, he went to, I think, Christopher Newport, and they was in the championship. So I think he can provide a lot of things for us if we need him to come in there and play.
Does this kind of like sum up this season a lot? Here we are at the end of it. You guys are fighting for a top 4 seed in the SEC, and we're talking about potential walk-ons having to play, but you guys are still in this position because you kind of overcome all this adversity. What does it say about your team that maybe you can get through this because you've already been through so much?
Yeah, like we said from the beginning, like nobody really expected us to be in the top 4. I guess they projected us like 10, so nobody expected us nowhere near this. So we had to overcome adversity from the beginning, and this is something that we just had on our back this whole time, just playing with a chip on our shoulder, playing aggressive every time we get on the court because we always know somebody wants to take us down.
Felipe, you talked about, I think before the season started, about getting more feel for being more physical. That's the one thing you had to learn from freshman to sophomore year. Now that the regular season is nearing a close, how do you think you've done in that aspect of your game?
I feel way more comfortable on defense. Like, usually we're switching the 4 ball screens lately, and last year there was no chance I could do it. So I can slide my feet better. I can, get the bump better. So I think, especially on defense, I've progressed a lot.
Do you think you developed as a rebounder?
I got to keep working on it. I'm not a great rebounder, but that's Frank put emphasis in every practice, and all the assistant coaches on it too. So you got to keep improving on it.
Top four. Do you guys, how often do you talk about that, or if at all, in practice and things like that?
The coaches, they remind us that we still top four. Like after the last game, you know, all of us was down, so they had to come back in the next day and remind us that we still in the top four. So there's no reason to be down, having our heads down. We just got to come out and win this game against Missouri.
Do you guys feel like this season's still in front of you, that if you win out in the regular season, there's still a lot to play for?
Yeah, for sure. We went out in the regular season, we still top four. We got 2 bye games. We're in the quarterfinals. We win that game, we're in the semifinals of the SEC, and that's big.